Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here to give you my WWE NXT review for November 27th, I believe it was. Let me just check. Get my cheat sheet out right here. Yep, 27th, 2014. And this was actually a pretty good show. Well, I mean, there was obviously some flaws with it, but I don't know if they were expecting a lot of people to really watch this show because well, because it was Thanksgiving that day. So I don't know if not probably a lot of people watched this show. So I could be wrong though. So on commentary we had Jason Albert, Rich Brennan, and Renee Young, and it kicks right off with a match: Tyler Breeze versus Marcus Louis. Forgot about that guy. What happens is he comes out and he still has his head in the towel. He's still embarrassed since his head got shaved at NXT TakeOver 2 Fatal 4-Way. And what happens is it's a long awkward moment. Tyler Breeze says that this guy is the ugliest guy, gets on the mic and says that he has to wrestle this ugly guy, the ugliest person in the world. No woman would ever love him. Says he should just leave and tells him that that he'll never be allowed to touch this face. And then he hits the beauty shot on him and gets the win. He cheap shots him. And I first thought that Marcus Louis was gonna beat his ass. I thought he was gonna go off on him, but nope, it didn't happen. And afterwards, during the break, Marcus Louis walked out. He walked out of NXT, so he's probably gonna be gone for a while. Because he was like so embarrassed afterwards. Then we got Carmella with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus Blue Pants again. This is the same match she had in her debut. And they talked about how this is like the rematch of rematches. And she wins. I think she won. This was probably the same exact match. You probably could just go back and watch the first match, and it would pretty much be this match. It was crap. So then Finn Balor got interviewed, and he says that he's going to take out Tyson Kidd tonight, and he's going to send a DVD out to Tyson Kidd's uncle, Bret Hart. So I thought that was a decent interview. So then we got the Lucha Dragons, which is Sin Cara and Kalisto, who are the current reigning and defending NXT Tag Team Champions, against Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger. This was a good match. I always get into the Lucha Dragons matches. I love the matches. I'm glad that they're NXT Tag Team Champions. I liked it when they did the wheelbarrow senton. And then Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger dominated Sin Cara for a while. And then Sin Cara made a comeback. And because I believe Jason Jordan tried to ram Sin Cara into Ty Dillinger so he could kick him, but it didn't work out that way. It ended up being the opposite. Ty Dillinger kicked Jason Jordan, and then he went to roll up He rolled up Jason Jordan so he could escape and tag Kalisto. And then Kalisto got the hot tag and went off on both of them. And then Sin Cara dived on Ty Dillinger, and Kalisto hit the SDS, I think they called it, for the win. So Sarita del Sol, I think it's called. And I thought it was a well done match. It was good stuff. And we find out that at NXT TakeOver, now they're going to call it Evolution. The Lucha Dragons are going to defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against the #1 contenders, the Vaudevillains, which consist of Aiden English and Simon Gauche. And then Tyson Kidd and Natalya got interviewed, and Natalya, he asked Natalya about how Tyson Kidd's gonna do pretty much against Finn Balor, and she pretty much is putting him over. But then Tyson Kidd's like, I'm right here, why not just ask me? And then he says that he fought him with Justin Gabriel, And Justin Gabriel is one of his good friends, but he's just used to losing, which I thought was awesome that he said that. And he says that he's gonna take down Finn Balor and execute him. He's gonna put him in the sharpshooter, and even calling Bret Hart his uncle. And Natalia's like, that's my uncle. So I thought that was awesome that Tyson Kidd did that. And Natalia tried to hug him, but then Tyson Kidd's like, "How are the cats?" Because he just cares about the cats. And Tyler's like, "They're fine. I just want to hug you right now." He's like, "No, I'm gonna go FaceTime with the cats." So I thought that was funny. And then the Vaudevillains made a silent movie. This was awesome. I love the Vaudevillains. You know, they're probably my favorite tag team on NXT. Well, you know, as of character purposes, they're awesome. Vaudevillains. So pretty much what happens is the Lucha Dragons are causing trouble. They put Dynamite out so they could steal something, and it's going to be the NXT Tag Team Championships. And they can't go there because they got to train. So Aiden English is like doing push-ups and stuff. You know, the typical training stuff. And Simon Gosh is wrestling a bear. I thought that was awesome. So then they go to the crime scene, and they see that the Lucha Dragons set a trap, so that way they could they were gonna blow up the Vaudevillains with the stick of dynamite, but then the Vaudevillains snuck up from behind and put the dynamite behind them and blew them up, and they exploded. And then it shows them like dead with X's across their eyes. That was awesome. And then and it shows that they have gotten the NXT Tag Team Championships. So this was awesome stuff. It was a silent movie, and I thought that was awesome. Then trying to remember what happened. So then they talked about how the Lucha Dragons weren't really harmed during this movie, but at NXT Takeover Evolution, there's no promises. So I thought that was awesome. It was good stuff. It was awesome. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. It's probably on YouTube. So then Tyson Kidd with Natalya had a match with Finn Balor in the main event, and it was actually pretty good stuff. I got into this match. Finn Balor dropkicked Tyson Kidd outside the ring, and then Finn Balor was going to dive on Tyson Kidd, but he used his wife Natalya as a shield, which was a smart move. They say it was a cowardly move, but it was a smart move. And Finn Balor's pretty much dominated Tyson Kidd, and then Tyson Kidd hits a drop kick, which sends Finn Balor on the floor, and then he hits a neckbreaker on the floor, and Tyson Kidd dominates Finn Balor for a while. One point he gets him in the trio roll position, which is when you like landing upside down on the turnbuckle, and he wants Tyson Kidd's distracting the ref, and he wants his wife to interfere in the match, help him out, but his wife refused, and then Tyson Kidd hit a drop kick while he was on the apron, and then Finn Balor started to make a comeback. He hit the Pele kick, and then he hit a big suplex on him, and Tyson Kidd kicked out of that. And he went to hit the double stomp, and Tyson Kidd got out of it, went for the sharpshooter. Finn Balor got out of it, and then I think Tyson Kidd hit a big kick to the head or something. And then he went for a springboard elbow, and Finn Balor got his knees up, and then Finn Balor kicked him in the head. He was about to hit the double stomp off the top rope, and then the Ascension came out, which consists of Kano and Victor, and they pretty much and they attacked Finn Balor. And then Hideo Itami came out and to make the save, and it was a big brawl between Hideo Itami and Finn Balor versus the Ascension, because they're going to have a match at NXT TakeOver Evolution, and I thought that was awesome stuff. Pretty much referees and people from the locker room were trying to break it up, so that's how the show ended, and I thought it was a good ending to the show. It was good stuff. So as for NXT this week, I actually thought it was a pretty good show. Because they tried to put on a good show. I liked the tag team match with the Lucha Dragons versus Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger. The silent movie with the Vaudevillains. And I liked the main event. The only stuff that I didn't like was the Carmella versus Blue Pants, and Tyler Breeze versus Marcus Louis. So pretty much the beginning of this show was awful, but the ending was good. So that's good stuff. At least it's not just the main event. That usually it's just that. It's just the main event that's terrible. No, that's good. Everything else is terrible. That was a big botch. Only the main event for me is good, but everything else I think is terrible. So at least this week it was a ton of stuff that was good. But now, we got NXT TakeOver Evolution coming up, and I wanted to announce that they have announced some matches. It's going to be Charlotte defending the NXT Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. And that's it. I forgot that's the only match I forgot to talk about, and I think that match should be fine. And I can't wait to see NXT TakeOver Evolution. It's going to take place on December 11th, 2014. So let's see how it goes, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and everything else down below.